If you were a demi-boy, do you reckon you'd be able to get a job in the US military? Because I tell you what, Pete Hegseth overnight, the Secretary of War, see, I was going for Defence here, it's not the Secretary of Defence anymore, it is the Secretary of War is who he is, gave a bit of a stump speech to, he got people from all over, you know, outposts of the US military. They all had to come back and listen to him, and he basically said there will be no demi-boys.
To remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department. To rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses. No more climate change worship. No more division, distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris. As I've said before, and will say again, we are done with that shit.
Here. I'm crying about the lack of dudes in dresses in the military now, though. And look, to be fair, he does say, I am more than happy to have women in the military. Put them on the front line. You just have to rise to the requisite standard.
When it comes to any job that requires physical power to perform in combat, those physical standards must be high and gender neutral. If women can make it, excellent. If not, it is what it is. If that means no women qualify for some combat jobs, so be it.
This is the thing I've never understood about the argument about whether women should or should not be in the military. Personally, I don't think they should be on the front line. I know you might call me a misogynist or a chauvinist or whatever for saying that, but you know, for me, I think it's just a chivalrous point of view that we shouldn't be putting women in the line of fire. But if you accept that, yes, women should be allowed to serve on the front line, I've never understood why you then go, in order to do that, we will lower the bar to get more women in. Like, surely you don't want more women in the military just for the sake of having more women who can get shot and dead if you have a war. You have a standard. If women make it, fine.
You're spot on. And remember during the campaign, Andrew Hastie had this exact, he was called out by reporters where he literally said he had to carry his 85-kilo comrade and their packs to be able to get his wounded soldier off the front line. And this is what is expected of the soldiers. And if a female wants to do that position, then you've got to go through the same rigorous training, but more so for your own protection to ensure that you are up to standard. But wasn't it so refreshing to listen to Pete Hegseth? I really enjoyed everything that he said. There's more I know that we're going to be sharing, but I just thought it's great that he's standing up there, that wokeness is not going to be tolerated. There's not a place for it within the army, the DEI and all of that sort of stuff. It's time to move on, and I hope that we can follow suit here.
100%, and this is the only gender-neutral I like. Gender-neutral recruitment standards. Great, you guys always talk about how we need to treat people the same, gender-neutral everything. Okay, well, let's have the same standards to apply to everyone. On a similar note, Pete Hegseth also railed against fat troops and fat generals. Check it out.
It's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test.
Now, the women at The View were outraged that he would target fat people and say that is not okay. They said the optics of this were terrible.
I'm actually really befuddled by why he did that. The optics were terrible. Return to the highest male standard for combat positions because the troops were fat. Yeah. I don't understand how that was supposed to be an uplifting message for our military.
I don't think it was supposed to be an uplifting message for the military. I think it was supposed to be a wake-up call that they are the Department of War, they've rebranded, they're going on the attack, and they need to be able to defend the United States of America. When we're at war with China, no one's going to be going, oh my gosh, but we just need another fat person on the front lines. That would really help us so much. No, you need to win wars. This wasn't supposed to be a pep talk. This was supposed to be a reality check.
Well, she's got one thing right. The optics sometimes are not pretty good on fat people. Joy Behar as well, she's one of the other ratbags on this program. You know, she thinks this is the end of America.
Every day. It's every day is a shock and awe here. And I for one, am sceptical that we will survive this.
What? I'm skeptical, but we're not going to survive it. So the blokes there saying, yeah, we need a strong military so we could win a war if we were in one, but we're not going to survive.